As the beloved late Prince of Genovia once said, courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the assessment that something is more important than fear. So today we're going to make the Calamint jeans because my desire to look like an effortlessly hot mum in jeans and a t-shirt is greater than my fear of making said jeans. Now this strikes fear into my heart for two reasons. One, I only have a domestic sewing machine and she's never sewn with denim before. So this might be a little bit of a challenge for the poor old girl. And number two, the last time I set foot in a changing room to try on a pair of jeans, I almost cried. But I do have the visions of being a fashion girly, so we're gonna give it a go. In order to minimize the amount of tears that I will probably shed during this process, I'm gonna read through my instructions and then probably repeat that step 3 more times and actively fight my desire to skip that like I usually do. So I was actually a good little girl and cut my pattern out the other day, including remembering to mark all of my notches, which is a first. Like a lot of the time I forget about the notches until I'm going to sew, and then I have to go back, respread my pattern pieces and notch them. I didn't do that this time. I actually remembered, so that's a bonus for me. I guess I should show you the fabric that I'm using though, because I completely forgot about that. So since I've already cut my pieces, I'm only going to show you a scrap, but we're using this denim. So it's like a light brown. It has like a small amount of give to it. It's a very lightweight denim. So I'm hoping it will be comfy. I don't know. I don't usually wear denim, so this is a new experience for me. But anyway, our first step is to attach the back yoke pieces to the back of the pants. And thankfully, I actually kept my pattern pieces with the pieces after I cut them, so I know which ones are back and front. And these ones are the front. There it is. Oh, wow. That makes a difference. I already stepped myself. We're off to a great start. I just realized I bought top stitching thread for this, but I don't want to sew the whole thing in top stitching thread because it's not cheap. So there's going to be a lot of thread changing throughout this process because they're jeans. They need top stitching. I mean, I guess I could do it without it, but if I'm going to make jeans, I want to make them properly. So anyway, we're just attaching the back yokes. And then I think we do the back pockets, but I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Completely irrelevant to sewing, but I've been doing so much reading lately. Like, after having kids, I have not read in years. Like, it's been a long time. And I discovered that if I read ebooks, I get through books so quickly. I've read 17 books and I've only been reading for like 2 months. So you know, a lot. And I definitely have a favorite genre. I am huge on romantasy. I love my fantasy with a healthy dose of romance, but I also like those romances to be healthy. Like, I'm not huge on the super toxic male main character. It rubs me the wrong way. I'm in my mid-30s. I am long past finding toxic relationships desirable. And I just read The Death-Made Prince by Lizette Marshall. And oh my God, that book has me in a chokehold. And the next one doesn't come out until October. So I have 5 months to pine over the lack of the second book. And I don't know if I'm gonna cope with that very well. I need to know what happened. So anyway, that's what I've just read. I also read Don't Let the Forest In. That was an interesting read. Like, I've never really done the dark academia horror type genre before. I think I need to do more of it because I had a great time with that. It was one hell of an ending. But it was good. Also, if you're keeping track, that was the second time I've stabbed myself with a pin, so... I'm only on my second line of stitching, so this is a new record. All that being said, drop your book recs below, because I'm powering through these books in a couple of days. Like, when I've got a toddler that takes an hour and a half to get to sleep every night, I get a lot of reading done. Anyway, I gotta go press my seams. Same day, different shirt, because there was a mishap with lunch. But I have now completed, one moment, the back of my jeans are done. I have my pockets, all of my top stitching is done. I can put these aside. Now I might actually severely stuff this up because I am reading the instructions for the front pockets and I don't get it. So I think I have pinned this on correctly. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna give it a go and pray that I don't have to unpick this because I really don't want to. I think I'd rather just cut new pieces and try again. But I also kind of want a coffee. So I'm gonna go get my caffeine fix because I need it. And then I'll do these pockets that I might be avoiding, okay?
A few moments later.
Not gonna lie, I think it's actually kind of funny, but this is the most effort I have put into reading and trying to understand pattern instructions in my entire sewing career. I've never read them this thoroughly before, and as a result, so far, I have not made a mistake. I don't know if that is down to the fact that I am a lot more experienced now and I actually understand what the vague pattern instructions are trying to tell me, or if it's just luck. It might just be luck. But I did actually manage to sew, at least so far, the pocket correctly. So I've got my facing attached, I've got my pocket lining, I have sewed my pocket lining on and done the top stitching, and now I need to close the bottom of the front pocket. The instructions say to do a French seam, so I have pinned my wrong sides together. I'm gonna sew that and then flip it and sew it right sides together. It's gonna be a finished French seam. I can't, my brain doesn't want to function anymore. I'm gonna do my pockets, and then I think the next step is the zip. I'm even less enthused about the zip than I was about the pockets, so it's gonna be fine. So progress has been made, and this is where I might potentially stuff it up. So my pockets are done with a nice peak of color on the inside. We love that. And I've done half of my zipper. But now I'm up to the hard part of the zipper where I have to get the other side attached and also kind of make it sit nice at this part when it's all attached. And I don't know about my chances. We will see. Maybe. I might have done it right. We'll see. But I'm also struggling to understand the instructions of attaching this side to the zipper. So that's fun. I think I'm gonna trust my shirt on this one and maybe overthink this a little bit. Okay, I have a toddler at my feet who's been really annoying. But I just wanted to pop in with a little update. Progress has been made. We have the front of the pants. Is this zipper actually going to be hidden when I'm wearing it? I have no idea. It's gonna be real hard to tell until I can try them on. And we might have some gaping where you can see the zipper, which is unfortunate, but not unfortunate enough that it motivates me to try again. So, good enough for now. And I also have my back pants all put together with my pockets done. So now I'm pretty much up to attaching the front to the back, and then I can try these on. However, it's 5 o'clock. I should probably feed the family. So I'm gonna go have dinner and then come back after dinner and continue working on these pants and see if I can get them finished today. I really hope I can get them finished today because I need to start editing this. Once again, I am running late because I procrastinated. This is my life. Everyone's fed, which means I am back to try and finish these pants tonight, because honestly, if I don't finish them tonight, I'm gonna be rushing to edit this, which doesn't sound particularly appealing. So we are going to pin these together, stitch them, and then do the inseam so we can try it on and figure out if it's actually gonna fit. I'm really hoping it does, and I don't have to make any adjustments to the fit of it, because frankly I can't be asked. But it is a very real possibility, so we're gonna try them on before we do the waistband, so that if I need to adjust them, I can. But I'm hoping for not. Pin the pants, pin down the side, then we're gonna stitch them in a very neat line. Just as a quick update for those of you playing along at home, I've now stabbed myself 5 times in the process of making these pants. Bear with me because there's no real way for me to show you the fit of these where they're currently at without you getting a sneak peek at my underwear, because the rise is a little low. I haven't added the waistband yet, but this is where we're at. So, you know, it fit-wise, they're not too bad. I'm hoping that this gets better once the waistband with the button is attached, because, you know, that would be nicer to have it closer together so the zip is covered. And like, obviously, this part here is like, it's a little bit not how I'd prefer this to look, but I've had 3 kids, so I've got a cute little belly going on, and she might go away one day, she might not, but we're gonna embrace her because she is cute and she deserves to be shown. So that's what we're currently at. I'm gonna start working on the waistband. We're almost done. I'm honestly surprised at the lack of tears that has been going on throughout this process, because I honestly thought I was gonna have a full-blown meltdown trying to make these, but surprisingly, it's been going fairly well so far. I am excited to have a cute pair of jeans to wear at the end of this. So I'm trying to pin this on and it doesn't fit. And this is where the instructions on the website get real dodgy, because there are no photos for the waistband. I don't know what to do, because because I could recut it, but that also seems like a pain in the butt. And I have some scraps. So I'm wondering, do I just piece it? Like, do a little bit of piecing on the ends up here? Because that's an option. I could do that. Either way, sounds like too much work. I knew this was, I knew it. I knew that this was going too smoothly. So I'm gonna go make a coffee. Why?
Don't worry, lad. I have total confidence in you.
Alright, there's going to be some background noise because the dogs are currently stuffing around. They're almost done. I have my emotional support whippet. He is not happy. He was thoroughly unimpressed. Oh, but you're back for pets. It's late and my brain is a little bit fried because I've been sewing majority of today, and before that I was at my daughter's football game, so it's been a big day. I'm pretty much done. I have a couple of small things to do. I've still got to do the buttonhole and put the button on, but the kids are all in bed, and because it's an actual jeans button I have to use a hammer, so that ain't happening, which means I'm not going to bother doing the buttonhole because no. I also have to hem them and stitch down the belt loops. I've got them inserted into the waistband and I've top stitched the waistband. I still need to stitch down the loose parts, so let me just show you what I've done. I am quite proud of myself. I have successfully made jeans without crying. I do have a few issues with the fit, which I will point out when I show you guys these, which I'm probably just gonna cut to me wearing these after this clip because I need to get them done. But my belt loops are still unattached, so I need to fold them over and stitch them down. I don't think I'm gonna wear these that much, so I don't think I'm gonna worry about the fact that that edge will fray. I think I'm just gonna take the risk. I don't care that much. I did also find, when I was stitching my waistband, I don't know if I did it or if it was a fault in the bolt of fabric, but I found a hole in my waistband, like just a little tiny slit. It was very frustrating. So I stitched just a triangle of denim on. I need to trim off the loose things, but I just patched it so it's got like a little diamond shaped patch on it just to cover it so it doesn't fray. And I just put that on with a very small, dense zigzag stitch with 2 passes. And you know what, it's good enough. I don't think anybody's really gonna be looking that close. So it will do. And I think that's all I have to say. Obviously I'm gonna have to cut a lot of the length off this because I am 5 foot and these are very, very long. Always a thing when I make pants. I always cut a lot off. So I'm gonna put those away and I'm gonna come back to this at some point tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, possibly, I don't know. But they'll get done and I'll show you guys now. So enjoy.
Storms on the roof, secrets whispered, bulletproof. We build worlds out of steel. Now they're ruins of something we feel. It's so nice to get away, if just for a moment, if just for a day. We can drive past the signs, over the borders of our minds.
let's have a chat about them. So, as you can see, they're done. And there are some fit issues. But that being said, they're nothing too major. My biggest problem with them is they're a little bit lower rise than I would typically wear. Right now, I'm going commando because I do not own a single pair of underwear that do not sit above the waistband of these jeans. So I'm gonna have to go underwear shopping. But they are very cute and they're very comfy. I do need to adjust the waist of them because the waist was gaping a lot at the back, which is why I did point out there are those two little darts in that waistband. They're still a little bit loose, but they're fine. They sit reasonably well. They are exceptionally comfortable. So I am happy with most of the fit. I just need to raise the rise so that they're a little bit higher at the back and a little bit higher at the front, because you will pry my full coverage, high-waisted granny panties out of my cold, dead fingers. They are going nowhere. I have had 3 kids, I am 36, I prefer comfort. And if my partner has no complaints about the granny panties, I don't care, but they're staying. Maybe I'll treat him to a G-string at some point. I don't know, who knows? But it ain't gonna be anytime soon. That being said, I do plan on adjusting this pattern, so I will definitely make them again. I'll probably do a mock-up next time. They were fairly easy to sew until the end of it. The end of it got a little bit squiggly because the instructions on the Mood Patterns website said that there were pictures. There were no pictures for the waistband and the belt loops and all of that stuff. There were no pictures, so it got a little bit muddy at the end there, but I have enough experience that I managed to work it out relatively easily. I think if you were a complete beginner, it would be a bit more challenging because, you know, written instructions are not as easy to follow as visual aids. Take it with a grain of salt. It was a very easy free pattern. It fits reasonably well, but you do want to make a test run because, as I said, I am going to have to make adjustments to this pattern to get it to fit how I like things fitting. I'm in love with the color. I am in love with majority of it. As I said, there's a few small things I'd change. I did put my button in slightly the wrong place, which was not exceptional, so there's a little bit of pulling at that stage, but I'll fix that next time when I make them again. Might do them in corduroy next time because I am a girl who I love some corduroy. I don't know what it does. It does something to me. It is peak fabric. I am a big fan of my corduroy. So this was the Calamint jeans. Not as scary as I thought they'd be. I did not cry throughout this process. Got a little bit frustrated with the waistband, especially when I realized there were some fit issues, but I didn't cry and it wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be. So if you take anything away from this video, jeans are not as scary as you think they're gonna be. Or at least this pattern wasn't, so maybe start with that. If you liked what you watched and you feel so inclined to do so, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have pathological avoidance disorder, then don't like this video. Because I will not be telling you what to do. But yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. This one was fun. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I like my jeans, so that's always a plus. Anyway, have a great night. Goodbye now. Hello?